All right, I think we can start now. Right, hello everyone and good morning. Welcome to our learning hour session. I'm Adib and I'm delighted to be your host for today's session. We are honored to have our expert trainer, Mr. Fikri Radhi, who will be sharing valuable insights on Power BI tips and tricks. All right. Alright, during the session, please feel free to ask questions in the chat box below. Mr. Fikri will address all questions from time to time or at the end of the session. As a reminder, please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any disruptions. Without further ado, I hand over the floor to Mr. Fikri.
Hello, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning, everyone. How are you guys today? Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's 11 a.m. It's about we have 1 hours before you guys having a lunch break. All right. So so for today's session, we are discussing about the Power BI tips and trick, so that whenever you have you can do the Power BI. I mean, you have a basic Power BI, and you want to have like extra knowledge about how can we improve Power BI, like the visualization. Okay, so first let me share my screen. May I know in the chat box if you guys have any basic Power BI, or you have no knowledge about the Power BI? So try to give a check in the chat box before we proceed. Just let me know. All right. No background in Power BI. Yes, quite a bit. Hi, Keith. And Farana Farana Ta Fahara Faranatan Han. All right. Sorry if I pronounce wrong. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I have a bit basic. All right. That's good. That's good. So for this session, since you guys have a basic, or even though you have no basic, all right. So we will try to understand what can we improve on the dashboard or reporting, right? So the topics today is Power BI tips and tricks every professional should know. So based on this the dashboard, all right. So what can you detect the bad visualization? So just let me know in the chat box. Okay. So as you can see in this dashboard, we have like a lot of visual, all right, in one screen, and it's difficult to read the dashboard, right? Like the color, like the arrangement. Okay, so first that we can try to detect what is it is the bad chart location. Okay, so even though that we can uh, do a lot of visual in one page, but based on this screen, this dashboard, you need to relocate to the uh, exact location, or the location that people easy to read, all right, and easy to understand and can relate to each other. Okay, so that is the first one, the bad chart location. And then the second one is too much visual in one page. Okay, So this is a one page. As you can see on the bottom, we have just a summary page. Okay, so let's say that you try to build a reporting and you try to bring everything into one page. Like this is a summary, so sales performance summary. Okay, and then you have all of this card and few visual. Like this one, we have six. Okay, it's okay to have six, but you need to know that in this situation, this is too much. And you can see we have two table. Like this one is a table visual, right, on the bottom right and the middle. So these two cannot be in the summary. This should be in the details. Okay. If you want to view like a table, to view like in a detail, you need to create one more page, not into one page like this. Okay. So we can change this one. And then the third one is unsymmetrical grid line. Okay. Unsymmetrical grid line. So if you can see the grid line, like this one is the map, all right? This one is a map, and the pie chart is not like symmetric, all right? Not in the grid. So we need to change this grid pattern of the visual so that it's easy to read and people easy to understand. Okay, by looking at the grid line. So this is important actually. Next one, bad color codes. And you can see that like in this pie chart, the color code is like how can I say this one? It's a by grid, right? So you are having a difficulty to try to capture which color and which category in this pie chart, all right? And plus this one, we have like more than 10 slicer, so it's not like relevant for this pie chart. We cannot use this category. We need to change that one. Okay, there's one. And then the color, the blue color of all in this dashboard is too bright. Okay, plus the font itself is too bright. Right, it's very difficult to read, so we need to change this color. You need to understand what color can we use to make it like good visualization. Okay, so that is four. And fifth is there's too much category in pie chart. Yes, as I mentioned earlier. So if you try to read like what is the dark blue in this one, you are very like having difficulty to read, to understand what is this one, and need to find what color of the category for the subcategory in this one. Okay, so we need to change this one. And then the fifth and sixth cannot read the line chart. So this is the total sales by year. Okay, should be by year. This one is by 2015, 16, and 17. But the line chart is by daily or by monthly. And it's very, very small. Okay, so we need to give some space for this one, line chart. Usually line chart take around like 2 spaces on the bottom area. Okay, and this one is too small. And even though if we have the filter on top here, the slicer, if you try to filter like by 1 year, you still have a difficulty to read by day. All right. And then the next one is too much category on bar chart. Yep, this one is too much. You have this one, the scroll bar, all right? So you need to scroll down to the last row. So it's not advisable to for you to do like this. Okay, even though the one is you can create like this bar chart. It's very basic, all right, like drag and drop, and you get like the visual of the bar chart. But we want to make like user easy to read. Okay, so we need to change this category on the bar chart, or otherwise you need to change the total sales by city, like make it like just top 10s. So we focus on the top. Or if you want to make like the bottom 10, so you switch into the bottom 10. Okay, so this is the bad visualization, and we need to change this one. Okay, so I have a sample for this one. All right, so this is a sample of the bad visualization. Let me try to move this one around. Okay, so if you try to, I try to zoom in. Okay. All right. This is a pie chart. Focus on the pie chart first. Okay. So you have like more than 10. In my class, usually for the pie chart, we focus that the pie chart slicer is less than 10 slice. All right. Depends on the area. All right. Like this one is very, it's a lot. All right. Cannot see the screen. Okay. Wait. Sorry. I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. I think you can see my screen now. Okay, this is a Power BI desktop. Okay, Power BI desktop. So just now we focus on this pie chart. Okay, so the pie chart is we have like this dark color slice with small slice, and if I try to move this cursor into the next one, we still have the tiny slice, right? Fastener, right? So it's the category is just around 0.14%. It's very small, right, compared to the rest. So based on this one, the subcategory is not relevant for you to use in this pie chart. You need to find other category, or you need to break down into the category, and we can focus on one's category and subcategory. All right. So and then we have like on this top is the uh, legend. Okay, so this legend, we need to click few button here for you to see the rest of the color. Right? It's not advisable for you to use this kind of pie chart. Sorry, pie chart. So we need to change this one. That is first. Then the second one, like this one, we have a total sales by year. So this line chart is very small, and actually there's a number on top here, and that label cannot be populated because yeah, first the color, the font color is white, you cannot read. The second one is it's very near, all right? The line for the daily is very near, so they cannot like show everything. Even though if I try to filter this one, actually this is year, all right? If I try to filter just for 1 year, this line chart actually wait, let me try to filter. I think this one I have made changes. All right. This one I drill down into yearly and like this one. All right. But it's not good for you to read like this one. Okay. So later on we will change this one for the line chart. I clear the selection. And for this total sales by city, okay, we need to scroll down to see everything. All right, actually, we no need. All right, we just focus for the bar chart. Actually, we just focus like the top 10, the top 20, depends on your reporting. All right, sometimes users just want to view like top 3, top 5. Okay, so we can customize that one. Or we change to other uh, uh, data field. Like this one, the city is very like we the one is actually a drill down. Okay, so we can change into state. So state in Malaysia, we only have like around 13. Okay, so 13 is we can view everything lah, right? Like this one up to the last one. But for city, we have a lot. We need to have a one slicer for state so that when we filter the state, this city only filter just for one state. Okay? Yeah. So we try to understand how can we improve this one. Okay. So this also a sample of the bad report. Okay. Bad report. So the coloring is not consistent. The location, the grid line is not symmetrical. So we need to change this one. On the right side, you can see that the color pattern is standard for most of the visual. Okay. But because this is only one page, uh, it's different situation. It's okay. So this is one of the good example. Okay, so three Power BI tips you should know. The first one is locate the visual at the right position. There is one, okay. And the second one, color impact the reporting, okay. Because just now we cannot see all the details because that color is too bright, plus the font is too bright. And the third one, you need to manage multiple pages. So don't bring everything into one page. So this is the one sample that you can use, okay? The layout A, I call it just a layout A. And actually, there's one research did like how user read dashboard, how user read reporting when they give a few sample of dashboard. All right. So people tend to view from the left top corner. So from the left top corner on here, right? Move to the right. So from the logo to title and move to the right slicer and then go to the second row. All right, go to the second row, which is card, card. Same goes to the second one. And then the third one, chart, chart, and chart. And the last one, chart, chart, chart. All right. So in this one, we have a like a four row, okay? But the pattern is like a zigzag, okay? So we need to understand which one is the most important. We put on the left side and on top. And because of the card, usually it's just a summary. So we put that one on top. Okay, it's very rare if you can see that people put card on the left side. Okay, usually people put on the top area. Okay, you can try to explore other dashboard as well. And then we move to the chart. Chart on the left top corner here. The first chart is the most important, and then move to the right and on the last one. Okay, so the last chart here, usually we put details like table, small table, just a few table, and if more detail, we need to create another page. Okay, so this is just a guideline. You no need to follow. I mean, just a guideline if you do have any idea. So how to build a great dashboard visual. So you need to follow this one. Okay, the layout A. So usually this one, when you create a new page in Power BI, it's make it like the ratio is 7:0. Okay, 720 pixel. So actually you can change into 180 so that you can have extra area and your visual have like you can make it larger, the size of the font and everything. All right. But first of all, you need to make it standard. Okay. So this is layout A and then the layout B. Okay. Layout actually is the same as the first one. You need to make it like the landscape. Okay. So uh, make it landscape. But you have extra like this one, page selection on the left side and slicer on the left side. Maybe you have few slicer, okay? And if you put on the top right corner, like the first layout, you have a limitation, okay? So the second one is more like slicer that you can put more than what you want. Okay, so actually this one in a landscape layout, and people user can scroll down. Okay, scroll up and down. So I think for this exercise, this practice, we show using the layout B. Okay, layout two, this one. And the second one is the color impact the reporting. Okay, so the left side here, bad color use. Okay, even though that there's a gradient, color of the blue pattern, maybe your company using a blue color, but it's not necessary for you to make it all blue like this. Okay, it's very difficult user to read visual like the same color. Okay, so you need to make it like a contra color. Okay, so the first one and the second one, make it contra so that people easy to trace what color and easy to understand. Okay, so the right side here, good color, not follow the color pattern. It's just you need to have a contra, okay, between all of these visual. Okay, then next one, same goes to the first one. Bad example here on the left side, the color of the pie chart is very near. Okay, it's very difficult for you to identify what color of this one and this next one. Okay, and on the right side, yeah, this is a color of the rainbow. So yeah, uh, actually, if you have like your color company is blue, right? So you can mix with like gray, dark gray. So and then continue back to the second blue color. So you can make it by various like uh, using the color pattern. Okay. And then the bottom here is, you know, it's very difficult for you to view this column chart. Okay, the color they use is very light, and you cannot see it. And on the right side is just a normal color lah. This one in yellow color. Okay, you make it like dark color, so easy to read. Yep. So we can change the color. Okay, we try to do this one later on. Okay, I will show how to change the color themes. Okay, you need to customize. So if you follow your color company, you need to customize all the color, like from color 1 to color 8. Okay, so let's go to the Power BI. So we have a good example. Okay, we want to convert into like this Power BI. Okay, from this to the second one. All right, so first we change the color. Zoom in, zoom out a bit. Okay, so first color, you go to view, and even though this one is a preset color, okay, so I I think this one is not for you to use in like this situation, because if you can see like the pie chart is very difficult to read, so don't use this like gradient color. Okay, try to find any other color that have at least two uh variety color. Like I try to click this one. This is I think the one that I use, the blue and green color. Yeah, blue and green color. Okay, so other than that, maybe you can try to use like yellow and red color, so you can see the color pattern. All right. But for this one, I think we've just used the blue color, blue and green. Okay, we want to follow like this one. Okay, and then uh we need to readjust the location. Okay, readjust the location. So for this one, we need to bring on make it like on top, right? Because we follow the second layout, which is this one, the layout B, put on top. All right. So I make it like this. I just bring in the cut to top first. right? And then later on we can change this one, bring. It's okay, make it small. Later on we will adjust. All right, let's see. Okay, so this one I think better. All right, follow the guideline. And then I want to make it like distribute horizontally. Okay, so it's in the symmetrical area space. Okay, it's okay. That one we will change. We will make this one adjust this one. Okay, next one, the color. Right, the color we have changed. That's good. That's good. All right. Go back to the slide. So the color, oops, we can use the color rule, which is 60, 30, and 10. Okay, so actually, your company, if you work with your company, so you have one domain color. All right, so like this one is yellow, maybe blue, maybe green, orange. Okay, so make that color as your domain color. So try to find what color can we use and how to improve our reporting by following the color rules. Okay, so like the example that we use right now is a blue color. Okay, so you can see there's a dark blue. So dark blue is the domain color. Okay, and the second one is the uh, white color. Okay, white color, and the third one can be a gray color, like this one. And all the text font you can make like dark. All right. So usually we will change make like black or make it like dark gray. Okay. Next one. The third one, manage multiple pages. Okay. So actually you can break down the report into page, like from one page, we make it like into the multiple pages. Okay. Multiple pages. So don't put everything into one page. So break down into like this one. We have 3 pages. Okay, executive summary, location, and product. So the first one we focus on the sales of the product, not product like the overall business, company. Okay, and the second page we focus on the location. Where's the location that we sell the product? And the third one we can focus on the product itself. Okay, so we want try to detect which product is the most profitable and least profitable. Okay, and all the details we can make other pages as well. Okay, so let's do it. So like this one, I think we create one more page. Okay, so one more page. But before we create one page, I don't think we break it from scratch. Okay, what we can do is we just duplicate, right click and duplicate. So I rename this one as a location. And this summary actually usually we put as an executive summary. Okay, so you need to rename the title, make it specific, sales performance executive summary. Okay, and anything like the location, like this one, we can move to the location page. So we can delete this one, right? This map. Okay, same goes to this table. Okay, this is about the city, the details, what's the order, the sales by the city. All right, so that one we can delete. Don't worry because we already duplicate the page. Okay, and you have more space. All right, so more space on this one. Yeah, I think we will try to do for like the layout is better lah, easy to adjust. All right, because we have less than 1 hour. So this one, I make it wide larger. And for this one, actually you can use subcategory, all right? Because we have like a lot category. So there's a one more data you need to find, you need to look at on your data. Go to the table view, go to the, because subcategory is the product. Okay, yep, subcategory is the product. So actually you need to find another, which is a category. Like this, in this situation, is category. So under category, we have a subcategory. So it depends on your data itself. Okay, maybe you have details like the city and state, and then the region. So you take the region instead of take the city. All right. So in this one, we change the subcategory into the category. So remove the subcategory, and I bring in the category into the legend. Okay. So this one easy to read. So if you want to know like, hey, what's the furniture's details? So you need to create one more page focus on the product. Okay, focus on the product. So this one I make it product summary. Okay, so you need to plan what you need to put. Okay, so next one. Then goes to this table. This is product subcategory orders, right? So we did. And for this one, total sales by city, because city is a lot, all right, this list. So we delete the city. We have a state, you drop in the state, all right? So now in this page, you just want to understand the overall sales, like by state, by category, and by year. Okay, so this year I make it larger like this. Okay, so this one because this is a date, all right? We have a calendar icon here, means date. When we drop in the date data into the x-axis, it bring everything like day, month, quarter, and year. Okay, and not all user know how to drill down, drill up and down using this button. Okay, actually you can drill up and down like this. Okay, and to make it like easy user to read, okay, without clicking anything, you just can delete the day and then delete the quarter. Usually this one just focus on month and year. Okay, so the title total sales by year, we need to change like total sales by month and year. All right. Okay, so yep, so this is the first page. And for this one, I think we need to adjust so that we can view. Let me adjust one time. Okay, I make it like 120. Yep, I reduce this size and this size. Okay, and yeah, for this one, actually you need to change the font color. Yes, let me zoom in a bit. Sorry if it is too small. Okay, change the color of the slicer header. This is a header, so make it like dark. Contra, if your font is dark, the background is bright, okay, or light. And same goes to the visual. If your background is dark, your font or your visual must be light. So it must be contra. You cannot make it both dark and both bright. Okay. So next one, because we have 3 pages here. Sorry. Because we have 3 pages. Okay. So actually we can add a page. Add a page navigator. Okay. Add a page navigator. So where to get this button? You need to go to the insert. Okay, go to insert and there's a button and there's a navigator. So just click the page navigator and it will bring all the 3 pages. If you have 10 page, all right, it will show all the 10 page. Okay, so we can actually customize this one. If you just want to view like 2 page, you need to go to the setting, all right? Under the page, you can untick whatever page you don't want. So let's say you don't want the product, just untick. Okay, just leave it 2. So for this one, we make it 3. 1, 2, and 3. Right? So this one I adjust first. I just put on top lah, right? Because we have uh less than 30 minutes. So I just grab the area here lah. I use this area as for the page navigator. All right. So when you try to click here, you cannot click because this is in the Power BI desktop is the developer mode. You need to press Control and click the location. So it will bring to your location page. Okay. But when you go to the location page, you don't have the page on top here. Okay. So what can you do is you copy, right? You copy and paste in this page. Okay. Go to product summary and paste as well. Right? If you try to move, like in this page, you will try to move this navigator page, right? When you try to click, then it will not like symmetric, like when you change the page. Okay, so make sure that you confirm that you want to put on that area, and then once done, you can copy and paste into the rest pages. Okay, so for this one, I rename as product summary and location summary. Yeah, that's great. And for this one, we don't need to have like subcategory. We can delete. Okay, we bring in this. Okay, I think I delete because this is a location page. Okay, so I delete this subcategory product table because that one we will show in the product summary page. Okay, and here I just put in the map. Okay, put in the map. Down here is the details of the city by city. And here maybe you want to put a city, still can, but because we have down here a city, so actually we can try, if I try to look at here, yeah, maybe you can just want to view like by year. Okay, so this is a column chart, so we can make it like by year. So I just click the column chart and change the details, make it just grab the year. Yeah. Okay. And because this is, we want to view by state, we need to change this slicer. Wait, let me change the color first. Change this slicer into the state. Okay, so I drop in the state. So now we can pick one state. So let's say if I just want to view Johor, it will focus on Johor only. Okay, or Kedah, we will focus on Kedah only. All right. So by doing this one, user easy to read, understand, and make a decision straight away. Okay, depends on the situation. For this one, actually, I already adjust, but yeah, forgot to adjust before I copy and paste. That's why I need to redo it. So if you plan well, actually you don't need to do it like multiple times, readjust the same things. Okay, you adjust first on the same page. Let's say you want to fix this card visual. So adjust this one first, then later you can duplicate and change the detail on the second or third page. Okay, yeah, and then we done for the first page, executive summary, the location summary. Yeah, by the way, if you try to use this map, all right, we have one map, which is just a map. Okay, actually we have like a field map, Azure Maps, and yeah, these three, I think it's four because it's not up to date. My Power BI version, okay, the desktop version. Actually, Microsoft, they want to retire this map. Okay, this is a Bing map. Yeah, if you can see on bottom left corner, you can see Microsoft Bing. Okay, and they want to bring all the map into the using the Azure map. Okay, so it's a different company. It's a Microsoft, still Microsoft, but they are using a API to be a Bing map. So they want to retire it and using their own map, which is Azure. Okay, because Microsoft Power BI is linked to Microsoft Fabric and Azure. So that's why they want to use the Azure map instead of the Bing map. Yep. And then yeah, this is the location. That's good. That's good. Then the next one, okay, product summary. So we can delete the rest that we have already have in the other pages. So like city, let's see what we have in the product summary. So we have a bar chart by subcategory. Yeah, by subcategory. Why we can do like by subcategory? Because we can filter the category. Okay. And all right. So for the third page, this one I did it. This one we try to make it larger. Uh, I think for this one, we make it like the total sales by subcategory on the first one. Okay. So I remove the city and bring in the subcategory. All right. And this one we bring it on top. Okay. So remove the date. We just put in the year. Okay. But this one you use column chart, easy to read. And this is for the table. Okay. And yeah, I need to just back for this one. 120. Great. Okay. And same goes to the slicer. Okay, same goes to the slicer. And for this slicer, because this is a product summary, so this slicer, we can change this slicer to the category. So that when we would try to understand like view by category, like by furniture, we click on furniture and all in this page just focus on the furniture. Right? Yep. So that is a multiple page. We can jump into the other pages by using this page navigator. Manage how can you reduce the visual by divided the uh, pages into pages. Okay. And next one, you can in other multiple pages, all right, you can add a detail in the tooltips. So if you have no idea what is tooltips, actually tooltips is the details when you your cursor hover into the area. Okay, so in this one, if you try to move your cursor, all right, into like this a pie chart, one of the pie chart, it pop up one details, which is a category, what's a category, and the details. Okay, there's a tool tips. You try to click on this pie chart area. On the right side, scroll down, you can see there's a tool tips, add data field here. So actually, by default, whatever data that we bring in, like the category and total sales, there is the details that they pop up. Okay, if you want to add details, like I want to know by orders. Okay, so I have a DAX here. I drop in the orders, total orders into the tool tips. Okay, and if you try to move your cursor to the area, you can see there's a extra details, which is total order. Okay. And you can bring as much as you want, like the total profit, right? So that your boss will not ask you, hey, what's the total profit? He can just move the cursor to the area and can see, oh, the profit for this furniture is 141,000. Okay. Yeah. So actually, for this one, you can adjust. In my class, I teach how to adjust. Like we don't use this legend on top. It's very difficult to read. All right, you need to capture the color. So actually, you can add the category on the label here. Okay, so under the detail label, you pick all detail labels so that you can have details like the category under the label here. And just turn off the legend. So easy to read like this. Okay, because this one, we have like bring in the tooltips. The title is changed. All right, so you can readjust the title back here, like total sales by category. Yeah. So now this dashboard is easy to read. All right, you can focus on the wider the the summary first. Then, if you want to have a detail, go to the next page. Like this one, we want to know, hey, why Johor make views compared to Sarawak? So you can just go to this location page and filter the Johor state. Then you can know the details. Okay, same goes to the product. So if you try to understand, hey, why is this office supply cover around 34.9%? Okay, so you can go to the product summary and filter just for the office supply. So everything changed into this office supplies. Okay, so you can add in as much as you want the details like the tables. Okay, depends on data that you have. So in my sample data, I don't have much, so I just can bring in like the subcategory, the orders, or you want to have a details like the total sales as well. So you bring in the total sales into the table. Yeah. All right. So now it's easy to understand that you want to know by subcategory. Okay. Any question? Let me know if you have any question. Okay. So this is the tips that you can try to do to improve your data visualization. Okay. So actually, if you join the class, all right, for 2 days, uh, other than this tip, we have uh, like this is focused on the visualization. And today's class basically we focus like visual, the data cleaning, the data modeling. How can we do data relationship between other tables like this one? Okay, so yeah, so this is the Power BI data visualizations. So let me know if you have any question. Okay. And yeah, one more thing. If you want to have extra tools tips, okay, extra tool tips. So I have a this sample. If we try to, I go to the first. If I try to move my cursor into like the all right, this is a bar chart. Like I want to know Kelantan. I have small tool tips, not the details like by text. This is by another secondary chart. All right, so focus on the city in the Kelantan only. Okay, or by this one is what Sabah. So this one filter like just the top five sales by city in Sabah. Okay, so that one is tool tips, extra tool tips. Actually, you can build one more page for tool tips and link into this chart. All right, by doing under the general tool tips and select the tool tips that you create one page for tool tips. So you can show like the tool tips like this. Okay. Yeah, there's the tips and tricks that you can try to explore in Power BI. Okay, I think that's all from my side. Let me know if you have any question. I can answer in the chat box. Thank you so much. Adib, I
All right.
pass the session to Adib.
All right. Give me a seconds. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fikri, for the excellent presentation. Within this short time, within an hour, we learned a lot of new tips in terms of Power BI. So let's take a moment to if there any question from our participant today. Let me check the group chat. If anyone have any question, you can feel free to ask in the chat box, or maybe you can unmute your mic. Maybe we take around 30 seconds if there are any questions. It seems like there is no question from our participant today. All right, okay. Right, for those who have registered through the NTW portal, your attendance have been marked as complete. Your attendance have been recorded and will be marked as completed within 24 hours. In the meantime, please do not withdraw your application. To generate your certification, please complete the assessment on the NTW website. Alright, as for the video recording of this session, it will be available on our YouTube channel at Cell Academy Malaysia within 24 hours as well. Now, I will inform you guys, public training offered by Excel Academy. If you are interested to enroll, you can contact us. We have Microsoft training for this December, Microsoft Excel basic level, and then until advanced level. We also have digital marketing training, digital marketing masterclass happening this 16 and 17 December. And we have AI tools training, introduction to AI tools on 18 December, ChatGPT and AI tools on 19 December. And lastly, creative tool training, Canva AI Bootcamp, optimizing your design, 12 December, and CapCut for video marketing, 10 December. I think that's basically it for today's session. Thank you all for your participation and have a great day. Once again, thank you so much, Mr. Fikri.